So on the last side flick, I complained about some of my analytics where only 50% of y'all were subscribed who watched this video. Add comments down below saying, that's really sad, Chris, I can't believe that. Nah, the sad analytic? Only like 6% of my audience is female. It's a sausage party up in here, guys. Thanks for clicking on the episode of Side Flick. We got movie news to talk about. We got leaked images of Space Jam 2 that are gonna get fans hyped. I know it got me hyped. The Last of Us being turned into an HBO series. Chucky boy popping up in the video to bring us some rather sad news on the show. That is so much more, guys. So literally when I say, hey guys, I'm speaking to the guys. Comment down below what you think and smash that like button if you're male. If you're female, how you doing? Hey, you can find someone in the comment section. It's all dudes here. Alright, so I want to go ahead and start off with the Space Jam 2 leaked images that landed online. You know your boy does good work on here when he digs up stuff that no one is talking about, that no one has found, but has been on the internet for a while. I was up late last night trying to figure out what movie topics I would be discussing on the show today, so I don't know, I was kind of interested to be like, where's Space Jam 2 at, man? It feels like it's been forever since I've talked about it. Are there any updates? I started Googling, I started searching stuff, and boy, did I hit the mother load. Thanks to a Twitter account with the name Weirdo, they went ahead and showed some images online of Space Jam 2, letting us know that this movie is a lot bigger than a lot of us realize. Warner Bros., this is the part where you stop watching this video. You can come back to the next topic or next week, because here are some leaked images. According to a Twitter account who provided us these photos, these come from the wrap party from the Space Jam 2 crew. The wrap party is usually when a movie's done shooting or filming, they show some footage to the crew members, giving them an idea of what the movie will be. And I know looking at this photo, you can just see the Joker and Pennywise. And the reason this should get you more hyped up for Space Jam 2 is because it looks like Warner Brothers is not only going to bring out their Looney Tunes characters for the movie, they're going to bring out as many IP properties that Warner Brothers owns and have them popping up in Space Jam 2. You know that scene in the first Space Jam where you just have an audience filled with all the different cartoon characters watching Space Jam go down, Michael Jordan playing with them? We could actually get Pennywise watching Bugs Bunny throw hoops and three-pointers. Also, the fact that they throw in the Joker right there, which obviously looks like the Jared Leto Joker, but that's not Jared Leto right there. But the one that got me the most excited is they're going to be bringing out the mask. And if you look at the outfit he's wearing, he's in referee attire. Is there a possibility we could be getting the mask as our referee for the Space Jam game? Bro, you cannot have the mask and not let it be Jim Carrey. With this grainy photo, it's hard to tell, but I highly doubt that this is Jim Carrey. But it looks pretty damn close. Who knows if you'll actually end up being the actual referee for the game? This could just be a situation where maybe in the movie they hold tryouts for different referees to be part of the Space Jam game, and of course the mask would be wanting to try out. And come to think about it, he's a character that fits perfectly with the Looney Tunes. He's a loony guy. He's a guy who bases his persona off cartoons. Other photos here are not as exciting and kind of grainy. We have the Wicked Witch of the West showing up. Okay, that'll be fun. And then this photo here, who I cannot make out at all who these guys are, but they seem to be giving me nightmares. My anticipation level for Space Jam 2 just shot through the roof, because it's one thing to bring in the Looney Tunes characters, but obviously having the brilliant idea of bringing all the Warner Brother characters that they own into the movie just makes it feel that much more fun. Like that scene from Looney Tunes Back in Action where you have live action Shaggy talking to cartoon Shaggy. It's sort of that meta humor that Looney Tunes is known for that is going to be perfect for this movie. We've also already gotten some promotional artwork where they're trying to sell merchandise related to the movie. Like we got this poster for some Monstar shoes, and looking at the hand, I'm starting to wonder if the CGI in this movie is not going to be 2D animated, because that does not look like a 2D animated hand, and it really seems like the Monstars are coming back as the villains for the film. For some reason I didn't think they were coming back. I thought it'd be a whole new villain, but giving them that 3D effect, this might be a very different Space Jam that we're used to, especially with some of these characters. And last thing I want to mention before passing it off to you guys who want to know your opinion on this, do you think Space Jam 2 should have some sort of Kobe Bryant tribute? I mean, he was never really related to the Space Jam movies. I don't even think he was set to show up in the film at all. But it's a movie about basketball and the love for it, and Kobe Bryant was just such a big part of basketball in today's age. It would be kind of weird if they didn't have just a small little Kobe tribute or just paying some sort of respect to the guy. I don't know. I want to hear your guys' opinion if you think they should. What do you think of these leaked images? Are you more hyped for Space Jam 2? Let me know down below. Moving over to some other cool news. Some of you guys who are fans of The Last of Us video game will be excited to know that they are going ahead and turning this into an HBO series with the creators from Chernobyl. Now, Chernobyl was one of the most raved about shows in the last year. It was really riveting. It's on HBO. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I highly suggest you check it out. But now those guys are attached to a Last of Us TV show, and this just screams amazingness. I keep crediting all this video game stuff to Sonic the Hedgehog, but look, when something big happens at the box office like Sonic, and then weeks later you hear announcements about so many other video game movies starting up and TV shows coming to light, you gotta thank your little blue boy. I think even if you're not a fan of The Last of Us video game, which deals with this father-daughter relationship in an apocalyptic future, the actual two main characters, Joel and Ellie, aren't really related, but you get those vibes from them. The story is so interesting that I think it'll really captivate some audiences out there. And even though I would have loved for this property to be turned into a movie, I think it definitely works better as an HBO show, because not only do they give it the quality, they spend the money to make the shows look great. And again, if these video game properties just keep on succeeding, we'll be getting more and more. What do you guys think of Last of Us being turned into an HBO series? And for those of you who are not fan or unknown to the video game, are you even interested in something like this? Jumping into some horror movie news that I found pretty interesting. Scott Derrickson, if you didn't know, was recently the director who left the sequel to Doctor Strange over creative differences, has now signed on to do this new horror movie concerning the Bermuda Triangle. I don't know how many of you out there are familiar with the Bermuda Triangle, but it is a section of the earth where a lot of just mysterious things have happened. Planes have gone missing, people have vanished, weird occurrences happen in this area. If you know nothing about the Bermuda Triangle, I highly suggest you watch some YouTube videos and you'll get really hooked in, trust me. The other part I like about this is it seems like Chris Evans will be playing the main character. Now, the exact story is not known. There's endless possibilities you could do with the Bermuda Triangle. I mean, there's theorists who believe it's a portal to the alien world, there's a portal to the underworld, heck, even a time portal that you'll go in and pop out in a different time period. That's kind of my favorite thinking of what the Bermuda Triangle is. But I get a real kick out of when Hollywood turns these sort of real life mysteries into horror movies. And with Scott Derrickson attached, who also did Sinister, not just Doctor Strange, I think he's a pretty good horror director, and I'm really looking forward to this project. How do you guys feel about the Bermuda Triangle being turned into a horror movie? Alright, now, let's talk some Chucky, boy. That's better. I am beyond excited for this Child's Play TV series that is going to be coming out entitled Chucky. A lot of you guys out there are as well. Last we heard about the project, everything was running smoothly. Everything is moving forward. They were set to start production in May of this year, where they would begin filming the pilot, hopefully getting it all done in time for us to still see the show in 2020 like Don Mancini had informed us. It was just recently updated now that it looks like the show will actually now start production in July and might move the show out of 2020 for its premiere. There's something I need to explain about the way old television series used to work before we had Netflix, HBO, and all these other shows just dropping at once. The entire season of Chucky, which we're hearing to be 8 to 10 episodes, does not need to be fully filmed for the show to start premiering on TV. In fact, a lot of times when regular shows air on TV, where they're a once a week thing, sometimes we'll have episode 1 premiere while the cast and crew are currently working on episode 7 or 8. Because then in the 7 weeks, when it's time to show episode 7, it has been 7 weeks, and that is plenty of time to get the show prepared, edited, and then brought to television for audiences to see. So it's not at all like Netflix or Hulu where they need to have the entire show done so they can just drop it at once. No, they're going to be showing it once a week for 10 weeks if we get 10 episodes. So that's why I said even if they started in May making the television series, there's a good chance we could still get it by October, because I thought that was plenty of time to get at least half the shows done, begin the marketing, tell the public, and us enjoying this content. I'm still gonna hold out hope that we might get Chucky come Christmas. That would be a great Christmas present. But I also don't know how the marketing for a television series goes. Following movie news for like all my life, I understand now how different movies marketed their films several months out. But when it comes to a television series, I don't know how far out they start marketing that thing, whether it's 6 months in advance, 3 months in advance, a week before the show airs. So with this delay in production, I don't think we're gonna meet that October release date that we were hoping for with the Chucky TV series. But I mean, we still shouldn't be upset. We still shouldn't panic. The show is still definitely happening. We're gonna get Chucky. It's not at all like the 2019 Child's Play movie where we still have no idea if a sequel's happening. I still hope for it. There's even a petition online for fans to sign up for a sequel to get made. I'll link that down below if you guys want to sign up for it. I know I did. And I just cannot wait for more details on this thing. I know a lot of you guys are always asking me, make another Chucky update. It's like, I can't make a Chucky update if there's nothing to update upon. Trust me guys, when there's Chucky news, your boy's on the case. But anyways, that's just some movie topics that have been going on in the last couple of days. I want to know your guys' opinion on everything that we've talked about so far. Don't forget to hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you like this type of content. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.